position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to the Rose Bowl, home to the UCLA Bruins. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Buckeyes will kick it off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. On the move. Hard running there. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man in the middle. Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's first down. New set of downs after the completion. Scanning the field. It's Iamaleava. They're working that left side. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He's brought down. A short return to the defense comes out on top with a pick.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it.
Breaks into the open. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Looking for a crease. It's Peoples. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. The Buckeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Catches it cleanly at the 20. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. He threw a pick on the initial drive, but they have it back, and we're still looking for our first points of the game. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Back to throw, it's Iamaleava. Sets up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen just never developed. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to go up top. With the catch, it's caught. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
We all want to push the ball down the field, down the field, down the field, but when you can dump it off to your running back and still make 10-plus yards, man, it makes you look like a really good play.
Running back searching for a hole. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
And not much running room. He had to break a tackle and still break another tackle to try to get back to the line of scrimmage. Not good blocking on the play.
But that's what coaches always emphasize, too. Never assume a teammate's going to make the tackle. You run to the ball, and they did it there.
Well, 100%, especially guys that are so big and strong and elusive nowadays. They're going to break tackles. Keep swarming, keep hitting them. Next guy, don't assume the tackle's going to be made.
Back open in the middle. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown them 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
The Bruins are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Using the quick game. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are, sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Bruins can really attack on this second and short. Looking to fire. Bring in the heat. Makes the grab. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Give to the running back. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. Bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Got his man quickly. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's recap that Big 12 matchup that just went final moments ago. Iowa State notched a victory in enemy territory, and though it wasn't a dominant win, I'd argue any win away from Ames is worth its weight in gold to the Cyclones. Just another week in the Big 12 where anything can happen on any given Saturday. As we send things back to you guys.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Snap it to the back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Yeah, and there you go again. Ohio State bringing the ground game. They typically do that, Reese. That's pretty normal for them.
They've built their entire program around it. Archie Griffin, 2-time Heisman Trophy winner. You go back to Hopalong Cassidy. I mean, the Buckeyes love to run the ball no matter how many times they spin the magic beat. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Looking to throw at St. Clair. Extending the play. Throwing on the run. Touchdown, Ohio State. They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. And how about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you could tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
And he's going to bring it out. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Trying to escape and get it himself. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
The Bruins come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Punt goes out of bounds and didn't do a whole lot to flip field position as they'll take over at the 40. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Looking to pass. It's St. Clair. Dumps it to the back. Makes the catch. It's Peoples. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Peoples. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need it.
Ball is loose. They knocked him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the 1st down marker. The clock grinds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football, but when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. It's complete. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. That might seem like a risky call to go for it on fourth down there, but you can't just hand the defense a win in that spot, David.
No, and when you go back and you look at games, a lot of times those field goals get you beat. And this offense is like, forget that, we're going to be aggressive. And because they got it, it's a great call.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bringing it back. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. A dynamic return, explosive, and got loose on this kick coverage team, and they were barely able to keep him from taking it all the way. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Dropping back, Itia Maleava. Buys a little time. He'll try to do it himself. He is pushed out of bounds at the 19-yard line.
There's nothing more annoying defensively than this. You got a guy bottled up, great coverage, boom. He escapes out of it, pulls a rabbit out of a hat. Next thing you know, scrambles, gets a first down. Now I got a new set of problems I got to deal with.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Got some room to run. Inside the 30. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And defenses are way less concerned with yards nowadays. It's being great in the red zone, and boy, did they come up big. They create the turnover, return the INT all the way down the field, and set their offense up now with the red zone opportunity.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Working that left side now. Guided out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 14.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Makes the grab on third. He's brought down right at the 13-yard line. Still a ways to go to make it to the line to gain. Let's see what they do on fourth. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. That was like bouncing off the guardrails and not losing control off the upright and through. And that lead grows even bigger. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Bruins will kick it away to start the second half. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Looking to throw, it's St. Clair. Fires to the big fella. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And the Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Well, they only needed 1 yard, so no mystery there. Turn around, hand it off, and he finds a way to get it.
The Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. The short hands, it's Roberts. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Pocket breaking down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. An explosive play takes them right outside the red zone, and they've got it 1st and 10. The run from the shotgun. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He's got the tight end.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Byers on the move. He caught it. Oh, and he thought he might be able to wiggle his way into the end zone, but they knock him down at the 3.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. Back to pass, it's St. Clair. Looking to get it in. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
And how about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. Number 3's coming soon.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Louisville has the lead right now, but it's not like Lamar Jackson is under center out there today, which might explain why this one is so close. They're up by 10 over Texas Tech. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the late in the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
The Bruins racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Got his man. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. They'll put in play from the 41 on first down.
Really nice looking throw there, and traditionally the best UCLA offenses are always the ones that can get it done through the air. You've got to be able to come up with explosive plays in the passing game, and if this team is going to win a conference championship, they need this guy to play at his A-plus level week in and week out.
If I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Might be calling a hot route. Back to throw. It's Iamaleava. Unloads to the wideout. And it's picked off for the third time today. He'll try to take it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Unloads it downfield. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, quarterback trying to get aggressive, trying to take a shot deep down the field, but just not on the same page with his wide receiver as the pass falls incomplete.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Fires one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you got to dodge throughout a game to get the win, to limit those big plays.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Open space at the 25. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. To the air, it's St. Clair. He'll take a shot. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
He'll put turning it on. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
Gain of 16. First and goal, Ohio State.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. And he was able to pick up a few yards on the ground, and the clock has run out here in the third. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. And we're just about ready to go with the final quarter. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Second down, he'll throw it. Looking to the end zone. That one was way too far for anybody to catch, except ticket holders.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the stomping has commenced. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win. but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
And obviously this guy's been hyped up, and we've talked about him in the Heisman race. What do you have to do? You got to finish strong. The voters are watching what you do at the end of the season. Awesome opportunity. Put together a 100-yard game last week. Put some stats up. Get a bunch of touchdowns. You know, really finish strong so you can get in that Heisman race and maybe go win.
Oh, he's got some space. Made a defender miss. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
We know this guy is in contention right now for the Heisman Trophy, and this late in the year, if you're going to bring that home, you got to put up big stat games, right? Had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again today. He is turning it on late this season.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll run play action. The sweet feet buy a little time. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. And the Bruins want to crank the tempo. Off the play fake on first down. Under fire. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bruins! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the fourth. They'll line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been...
He's going to throw deep right side. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
Complete to the right. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
One of the things I love about this guy is he's so hard on himself. Did a lot of good things last week, but he also threw 1 interception. He said that just ate away at him all week long. Coming into this game, he wanted to play perfect. No picks so far today. He's doing just that.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position.
There he goes. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Well, that's the best run of the day for him so far, and he's a guy that looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. He's beginning to wear on this defense a little bit. If you're on offense, you probably want to keep giving him the ball.
Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. And the route is on. Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory. A lot of glorious days in the history of the Buckeyes, and this might put this guy right at the top of the list for a single game.
And that list of names is incredible. Like, we could go down the list of so many guys that have been such great playmakers, so dynamic. So to think about putting yourself in that category, we're going to be talking about winning trophies and this guy being an All-American by season's end.
stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. UCLA will go back to work on offense. How about that blocking up front and that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They moved the chains. They mark it at the 29. Here comes the offense on first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
They're dealing with a second and long. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Plenty of time in the pocket, and he'll sling it out to the left. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Under fire. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Wants to fire on second down. Quick strike complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. And the Bruins headed quickly to the line. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. A strike downfield. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Looking to throw. He wants it all. And he was looking to the end zone, and they couldn't make the connection.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game. And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
He is stopped short. That's the man they wanted to have the ball, but it'll be fourth down. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off. And
throw to the end zone. It's picked off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
Sort of